What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to GmiasWorld, and the first thing I'm going to need you to do is like the video, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Hype the video up. We've been getting so many players winning so many games, and you guys are getting really excited about every drop with the updated abilities. Remember, you can go back and look at the previous videos. These are updated for Zero Chill. We have been keeping the timeline set, so once you go to the playlist for Madden 26 Ultimate Team, you're going to be able to see everything that's been going on as far as updates leading up to the best abilities and X Factors as you continue your journey in Madden 26. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and jump right into it. We're going to talk about a few things. Number one, I got a specific question about the Taylor Mays. Alright, so I just want to show you in the field pass real quick. He's going to be at level 18. Now, you can play the challenges. I think what's happening is some people are saying, yo, I saw somebody with them already. People glitch the game, but I don't know if you could still probably get close enough by doing all of these challenges. You know what I'm saying? Based on the way that it is, that's 1250. It looks like we have 2000 to the next level. There are a few challenges in here. You might be able to do a decent amount with each one, but I don't think that you have enough realistically to get to 18 legitimately. Like, I don't think you do, but some people have said that they've seen people with the card. Again, I don't know how they did it because I think that this is only supposed to be unlockable in week 2. If you guys have anything that can help us out, go ahead and write it in the comments, but I haven't really seen as much XP that's needed to get to this point so quickly. It seemed like you would be able to unlock them with the, the times 2. Week 2. So that's pretty much what it's all about, all right? So now, ultimately, with the way that everything is starting to roll out, we're going to talk about the defensive abilities because he's also going to get a 0 AP ability that's going to be, added for all of you. It's going to be 32 team chems. So I believe that anyone watching this video is going to add Taylor Mays, a 6'3" monster on your defense. So that'll definitely work out pretty well, all right? So now, this is what we're going to be doing, all right? We're going to be taking a look at a lot of these abilities that we're currently using, and we're going to be evaluating it. Now, I did go back to pick artists, and I'm going to explain to you why. I was getting way too many swats, and it was very annoying, and I'm like, yo, in certain games, it just makes sense for you to have pick artists on. Realistically though, because of the fact that the game is designed for the ball to go through your body, and they're going to swat it sometimes anyway with pick artists, this is still a toss-up. We've been going back and forth with it, especially with the fact that Morig is 93 speed, but he has a 99 zone, and it's like, yo, gee, what are we really supposed to be putting on him that makes him the best possible player? The real answer to that is we have to start to put in zero chill players at these positions. Because right now, all the speed and everything that's being outdated, we probably don't have to spend on abilities for certain cards right now. So what I'm going to suggest, right, because of the fact that these guys are raiders, it makes it easier for me to just have them out there and put abilities on, all right? These two right here are all set. They're all set because they get a 0 AP ability, plus I gave them pick artist, right? I gave them the mid zone, and they have pick artists. The only other thing that you could do to make your team more OP is to just play them with the 0 AP ability and stack your D-line. The only thing that's bad about that though, most of the time my D-line just doesn't do anything, and I don't know, like I put edge threat elite, I did double or nothing with buy one get one free. I've done so many combinations. Now, granted, I went on runs. I got like 120,000 snow through the event. Like, they've played well, but the consistency is what we're looking for. So this is what I'm going to suggest. I'm going to do everything right now, just live so you guys can see it. The first thing I'm going to do, right, I'm going to take away my X Factors, and I'm going to tell you why. The X Factors don't work or get activated enough for us to use it on the D-line. It's better suited on your secondary players or things that require 2 knockouts. I don't know why it is, because like most of the things that I had there was like, yo, a sack, 1 sack or a tackle for loss will activate unpredictable, and it's like they never get it. It's like, bro, like why don't you ever get that? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's going on? So I'm gonna take the X Factor off of all of them, okay? Because it just doesn't. I played several games and it's just not working out. So let's take that off. All right, we're gonna start with taking the X Factors off. Most likely, what I would think would be the best case scenario for everyone watching this video is to actually go through zero chill players and see which ones you can substitute with the 0 AP abilities and put them on your D line or your secondary with what I'm going to be showing you now. All right, that's how we're going to work it, because I'm telling you, right, it's very frustrating when you go out there and you're watching your defense just not do anything. All right. Now, for the purposes of the video, I'm going to show you this, right? If you can get a player that only gets mid zone for 0 as a 0 chill player, do it. Just do it. Don't even worry about it. Just do it. We're going to go back to giving them mid zone because I noticed that, yes, they're going to drop picks or they're going to swat it, but they play so much better with the X factor versus pick artists. I don't know why it is. Okay. Honestly, I look at them and I'm like, yo, can you just pick the ball? You know what I'm saying? They won't. But sometimes they will, even with the mid zone without pick artists. So we're going to leave them with the 1 AP X factors with that, because I think when we came up with that at the end of September, I think we were ahead of the game. Like, it just works. That's one of the rare abilities that has consistently worked. So I'm going to suggest that you get a 0 chill player that has mid zone for 0, like Herb or Trevon Diggs. But for our, for the purposes of this video and our understanding of abilities, we're just going to give them the X factors right now. All right. This is another thing that I've learned, right? Any other ability other than double or nothing will not do anything. Even though double or nothing mostly gets us nothing, it's very, very beneficial to have it on the player. Like, there's no real way to explain it. Whatever it is what it is. Now, here's another thing. And this is going to be a new thing that we're going to be doing. We're not going to do double or nothing. Not double or nothing. We're not going to do buy one, get one, right? We're not going to do the buy one, get one free. We're going to put double or nothing on with max effort, right? We're going to experiment with that because we're going to reduce the amount of APC. The buy one, get one free is sort of like a weird thing. If you read what this says that it does, the rush moves partially ignore blocker resistance. They'll sometimes just get really glitchy moves and it won't really count towards using like a rush point. It's like really, really stupid. It minuses the amount of fatigue that's needed to activate an ability. So we're going to experiment with those two things, right? So we're going to give him 4. We're going to do the same thing, all right, with Will Anderson, right? We're going to give him the same exact thing. Like, yo, hold this real quick. We're going to take this off of you right fast, right? We're going to give him double or nothing. And then we're going to give him, Speedster. I don't know exactly why, with the way that this game is, why a lot of these players that have the double or nothing when you play against them with like, buy one, get one or instant rebate, they go crazy on us. And then we put it on our players and they're like, yo, like, what you doing, bro? You just standing there? Like, they're literally acting like Albert Hainsworth. When I think, who was he playing for at that time? The Patriots, where he just laid down on the ground? You guys will know. If you know, you'll remember it. But that's what happens most of the time. They just lay around and don't do anything. And it's very, 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 very frustrating, right? So we're going to go with this because we know that it reduces the amount of stamina that's needed. Now, this is where it gets interesting. We're going to have to take away pick artists. So this guy that I had in the slot, I have to take away his pick artist and he's going to get mid zone, right? Because I have to make it so that my other players also get similar abilities. So we're going to give him this for 1. And then he's just going to lose his pick artist, and that's going to be it. But we're going to flood the mid zone because we know that mid zone is probably one of the better abilities. I did get a question about man abilities. You can apply this if you run man. You can just apply it the way that I'm doing it now. You could just go, mid KO, mid route, whatever it is, whatever you run, you're just going to add it instead of any zone capability. So instead of like mid zone, I would think that medium route KO would be the best to add if you run man. 1 step ahead is also really good. If that's something that you're doing. I don't know if this guy, he has inside shade, he has outside shade. I don't think he unlocks, the 1 step ahead. Does he? Yeah, I don't think he unlocks it for 0. Because those feet, I thought that the feet, was, 1 step ahead, but it looks like it's not. So we're going to probably, stay with what we've been doing and leave mid zone. But I will tell you this, bro, that 1 step ahead, it's real glitchy and they will go wild and just be right in front of the player. So those guys are going to do that. We're going to take off this right here off this guy, right? We're going to take off pick artists off him. And then all we're going to do is add the speedster to these guys. Like Colin Farrell is going to get speedster along with double or nothing. And then the other dude's going to get it as well. And, speedster is pretty much max effort. That's what they call it now. And that's how we're going to do it. Anything else that's left over doesn't matter. You can apply it wherever you want. If you want to see what I do with it live, go to GmiasWorld on Twitch. And we're going to be going over that today earlier in the day. So if you watch this video, just go over to GmiasWorld on Twitch. Follow me. And you'll see when I go live. And then we'll pretty much go from there. But that's going to be the setup right now for defense. Leaving us with 4 AP available, all right? This is all we need to be successful. Trust me. And we're going to experiment with it, and we're going to see how it works. So this is the new update. Let me know if you have any other questions or comments, and let's get at it. I'm going to see you guys and girls next time. You enjoy your day. Stay well, stay blessed. One love, y'all.